When people send me stuff, I'm quite specific. I tell them to use USPS, do not use UPS or FedEx, because those companies charge me a broker fee before they'll bring it into the country. But also, they tend to beat that living shit. I received a package in the mail today. Actually, this came from UPS. I've just kind of removed the tag on there just because it's got some personal information on there from the sender and mine. So I just kind of removed the tag. This arrived today after the client had to pay the brokerage and I guess the taxes. Well, they'll come next. The taxes will come next. They'll assess tax on this. This is what UPS does. UPS charge a broker fee, and then a couple weeks later, they add tax on top of that. So I can expect another bill to arrive for this one in a couple weeks, more than likely. At least the last piece of junk I got from UPS did. As you can see, the box is, well, the box is not in good shape. So we're going to open this up and take a look at the contents, and hopefully it's packed well enough and it hasn't sustained any damage. But when I see packages that are like this, where the box is kind of crushed, it's a good indication that this thing's been bashed around in transport. So let's open it up. I'm going to open it up from the bottom. Oh my God. Well, it was a Sony EVC200 Video High 8. This unit has been bashed around. Yeah. I don't have much hope that this unit is going to be repairable. I'm going to open it up. We're going to do an assessment of the damage. I'm going to then take some pictures of this. I've already taken pictures of the box. I'll take some pictures of the unit, send it to the owner, and we'll take it from there. I don't know whether this is going to be repairable or not, but let me just take a few pictures, because I'm gonna have to send this to the owner of this unit. Let him see the condition that it's in. Let's throw some light on here so that I get a better picture. And I'll put this video up before I do any work on this. So we'll just do an assessment right now, because say this one is in rough shape. He'll have seen the video, I'm sure, by the time he gets the pictures. I'll send him the pictures tonight. Anyway, I'm just going to open this up. I want to see what the extent of the damage is inside this unit, and then we'll do an assessment and say, I don't know whether this unit is going to be repairable. I hope it is, but it wasn't well packaged. I mean, it had bubble wrap around it, but the box was damaged, and well, the box should have been heavier. You can see that the cabinet is split. Well, let's just see what falls out of it when I open it up. I don't know if it's just cosmetic damage or whether there's circuit boards that are broken. If there's circuit boards that are broken, this is going to be a lost cause. just to see what falls out of it, if anything. Well, that's plastic. That's cosmetic, that, but I mean, this whole mechanism looks like it's been twisted. I don't know if I dare plug it in. I guess, well, the only one way to find out if it's going to explode on me is to plug it in. Well, yeah, look at this. You know, the mechanism's it's been knocked apart. Okay, yeah, this unit has sustained some severe damage, so I won't be plugging this in, not at this point, that's for sure. We'll just continue to assess the damage on here. I'm going to pull the mechanism out and just look underneath here. So I'll just unplug the mechanism and remove it. I gotta put this back together before I can do anything. That's what holds the front loading mechanism together. And the mechanism should slide forward and lift out. Oh, there's one more screw, I think, in the front here. This one right here. Of course, this is a similar mechanism to the EVS7000 and EVS5000. There's the mechanism there. Let's see if I can put this side piece back on. Hopefully nothing is broken. Well, that's wishful thinking. I'm sure that there probably is pieces that are broken on here. But I'll see if I can pop this back together. This is held in place with clips, so hopefully it'll go back together and there's nothing that's really badly damaged. Goes on like that. There, I think that's snapped back in. Okay, that part's back together. Hopefully there's no damage to the circuit board. That's always my concern when things are dropped, because the way the boards are attached, they're attached like in the corners here, and if you get a bend or a twist, it can shear the board where it's connected. Yeah, I guess I didn't have to take out those screws, it was just the one on the front. So I'll put these ones back in. Oops, not that one, it's these two. Front loading, this door, I might be able to put that back on if it's not badly damaged. It sits in here like this. It's activated by this lever over here that opens and closes it. Is it broken? I don't think so. I think it just popped out. So if that goes like that, got to go in like this too on this side. Oh, that's broken. I think the piece that holds it in place is snapped. Damn. there's a piece of plastic that normally is right here. It holds this in place, and without that, this is just going to fall out. I might be able to put something over there to hold that in place. I'm going to pull the whole front loader off and just take a look at the integrity of the gears, because this part of the unit sustained impact. These are also the gears that tend to strip or crack. These plastic gears down here are the ones that tend to break on this chassis. Okay, let's just see this. Oh, geez. Okay, we got a problem, Houston. Right here, this is front loader is broken. This is broken here. That gear is shattered. So this front loader is shot. It's sustained damage. This gear here, it's on this. It's actually part of the loading arm, and it is what drives this shaft, which drives the other side. So that is broken, and I say good luck trying to get a part for this one. So I guess this one here, at this point in the game, the assessment is done. Unless I can find another one of these front loaders that has this gear on it that is in good shape. Now, I have an EVS 5000 myself. I have two EVS 7000s, but I'm not going to part mine out because, well, you can't get parts for these anymore. You cannot get the parts. Let's just inspect that that drive gear here and see if it's cracked too. We can certainly assess that and see if it's cracked. Well, I'm at it. It's cracked too. Yep, here's what happens on these. So there's a magnet here which is attracted to this metal disc, and that is what provides your tension for the torque. And if you look right here, there is a crack. This is what happens to these. See the crack? It hasn't gone all the way through yet. It's going to. It will. But you can see where it's at. It's cracked right to here. And it's going to crack through that tooth if it hasn't already. Oh, it has cracked. You can see it. See the crack? It's going all the way through here. It hasn't quite let go, or has it? I think it has, actually. I think it has let go. Can we get a better shot of that? Yeah, it's all the way through. You can see it. You can see the crack right there. Oh, it's holding on by less than a millimeter. A C hair. Man, that tooth is just going to shatter. It's going to break. And what happens, and it's also cracked over here, is another crack. Well, that's on the top side here. But what is going to happen is this is going to open up. And when it does, then as it's playing, as this gear gets driven by the other driving gear, it will stop when it hits that part where there's going to be a little bit wider space. It hasn't quite gone yet, but it is going to go. Now, sometimes we can save these by taking our soldering iron and just heating up the plastic in behind here and kind of fusing this part back together to prevent that from opening up, and you can extend the life. But that part is going to go. It's gone on. It went on my 5000 and went on my 7000. I changed both of them at about $35 a pop cost for the hub. It failed again on the 7000, so I took the one off the 5000 and I put it on the 7000, and it failed again. So then I used the soldering iron to kind of fix that up, and it's still working, although I've retired my EVS 7000. And then I got another EVS 7000 that was given to me, and the fellow didn't want to spend the money on it because I told him about it. It was like this. I said it's a ticking time bomb, And I went ahead and once he gave it to me, I went ahead and I recapped the time-based corrector to make that all work. And it was one that had no display, and got it all working. And I was testing it one day, and I left it turned on, and it just shut down, just completely shut off, and couldn't even eject the tape. So I unplugged it and let it sit for a few hours, and I turned it on and started working again. And that's the state that one's in. It's sitting here waiting to be looked at again. But I'm going to leave this one as we see it right now. You guys have seen the damage. Contact the fellow that owns it. Maybe he's going to make a claim with UPS and try to get some compensation out of it, because this one here it was bashed up in transit, and without finding one of those, this is not going to be a repairable unit. Either a whole front loading mechanism or that cog, that gear. It's part of the left loading assembly. When I saw this popped off like that, I was thinking, geez, I hope something in here is not broken. Unfortunately, it was. So I'm going to leave it at this and say thanks for watching, and I'll update you guys on this if anything else happens. At this point, I think it's a lost cause. Thanks for watching.